Hey guys, welcome back to another vlogging episode with a cooking episode with Elvis. Today we're going to be doing a dish. It's called avocado salsa chicken. And I'm going to be serving on a bed of rice for my daughter Mariana and myself because I'm cutting back on the carbs. I'm going to be serving mine on spaghetti squash. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I prepare this meal, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this vlog and keep watching. If you have any comments on how to make it, throw the comments in there and I will respond to you. I will let you know exactly what I'm using for spices and marinade and all that jazz that comes with it. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright, we're starting off with 5 pieces of washed, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Just like that. Here is our dry ingredients. Avocado spice, if you can find it. Works really well with the chicken. And I'm going to be browning the chicken with extra virgin olive oil, and I'll be using the same olive oil to do my butternut squash, not butternut squash, spaghetti squash in, and paprika for the spaghetti squash, and garlic salt, guys. So, just so you guys know, the ingredients on this avocado spice blend is a sea salt, paprika, garlic, pepper, celery seed, sumac, cayenne, lime zest, and dill. That's what's all in this this cured spice avocado spice, and it's excellent on the chicken that I will be making. So there you have it. And what I use, guys, for marinating the chicken, I buy these freezer Ziploc bags. They seem to work the best for marinating stuff. So what I do is I put the chicken in there, and then I dump the ingredients or the seasonings that I want into it. And I'll show you exactly how it turns out after it's been shaken. Not stirred, but shaken. And there you have it, guys. Marinated chicken. So now it's in the bag and it gets all nice and evenly spread. I put it in the refrigerator so it can do its marinating time while I prep the other food. Here are the following vegetables that we are going to be using today for our ingredients. We got a spaghetti squash, cilantro, okay, a bunch of fresh cilantro, 2 packages of white mushrooms. You can use brown mushrooms as well. I'm going to throw them right into the water so they can get cleaned up and let them soak. So I like to get them pre-washed, as you guys can tell. 2 limes, okay? It doesn't have to be specific sizes, along 2 limes. 3 bell peppers. I usually do 3 bell peppers, yellow, red, and orange. About half a clove of garlic and half a big onion. And I will show you all of these vegetables when they're all chopped up and ready to go in the skillet. Be right back. I forget one main ingredient. It's called the avocados. With 3 avocados. They don't have to be ripened. They can be green because they're going to go soft inside the sauce. And one other thing. 1 can of diced tomatoes. It doesn't have to be no name brand, it can be any kind, but a large can. Just like this. Hey guys. Okay, so we just diced up a half an onion and we got 9 cubes of garlic over here. Do not slice the garlic. You throw them in, just peel them, and you throw them in full, okay? And I'll show you what I do next. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, when you cut the onion, You leave them in julienne slices, just the way they are right now, okay? And then I'll show you what's next. Okay guys, now I got the mushrooms. So we take these mushrooms, and they're like a smaller size of a mushroom, so I just take them and cut them in half. And I'll show you what they look like when I'm done. Okay guys, these are the chopped mushrooms. So now we have a non-stick pan with the olive oil already preheating up at medium temperature. I'll show you that here in a minute. Non-stick skillet with the extra virgin olive oil in it. So the first thing I add to it would be the onions and the garlic. There you go guys, the onions and the garlic are in the olive oil, and it's just sauteing in them. You don't want to cook it or fry it fast, so just at medium to low temperature. So when the onions and garlic are sauteing in olive oil, I've already pre-washed the spaghetti squash, the cilantro, and the bell peppers in like warm to hot water so that everything comes off. And now we're going to slice it up. I placed the diced tomatoes into like a cooking pan kind of thing, and I took the whole bunch of cilantro and cut it up, and that's going to go into here. Just before the onions go golden, put in your mushrooms. Mix your mushrooms and onions together like so, cover with lid, and let it saute. So while your mushrooms and onions are sauteing, I went on and prepared the diced tomatoes and cilantro. I mixed them up. I just cut up the avocado. That avocado will go into this dish here. So there you have it guys. I just mixed in the avocado with the diced tomatoes and the cilantro. Now I'm going to dice up the bell peppers. So now you take all the bell peppers and place them in here and mix it up. Okay guys, when I came back to the frying pan, the mushrooms and onions have been sauteing, but one thing about mushrooms, when you're cooking mushrooms, they produce water. So your medium heat, medium to low heat, you'll have to increase it to get the moisture out of the pan, okay? So increase it to the highest setting, and don't cover it, just make sure you stay by your pan and stir it occasionally so it doesn't burn. I just mixed in the bell peppers guys into the avocado, the diced tomatoes, and the cilantro, and it's just, the colors are popping, aren't they guys? Look at the colors. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Alright guys, take 2 limes, cut them in half, get a mesh strainer like this, alright? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to squeeze the juices out of the limes, and the mesh strainer is only there to prevent the seeds from going in to the actual dish that you'll be cooking in. Alright, so squeeze it till you get no more juice and carry on to the next one. Okay guys, remember about the spices that I said? Take this spice after you added the lime to this dish and sprinkle it. Okay, just in a dish. Save yourself enough spice, this spice, to go over into the sauteed mushrooms and onions. Let's go walk over to to the pan and I'll show you. There you go guys, we got the mushrooms and the onions cooking on high heat. So give them a little bit of a stir. You see the water coming out of the mushrooms, that will evaporate with the high heat. So now I'm going to add in the seasoning. Okay, season it well, don't be shy. It's better seasoning, a lot of seasoning than not enough. Okay, put that in there like so, mix it in, okay, and let it let it cook on high heat so that the juices get out, and then afterwards, when the juices come out, put the lid on it and turn it down to a lower heat and let it saute. Now that the mushrooms and everything are sauteing, start preparing your squash. After you cut your spaghetti squash in half and you got these lovely seeds to scoop out, the best thing that is known to scoop it out, at least it works for me, is an ice cream scooper. Believe it or not, it scoops out and it comes out nice. Alright guys, now that you've got the inners of the spaghetti squash scooped out, grab your garlic salt and don't be shy with it. Just pour it in like so. Same with this one. Alright. And then grab the paprika, sweet paprika, okay? Sprinkle it in as well. Now remember, spices are very important in making food. It creates flavor, it creates taste. Okay guys, now I got a grilling pan for me. You get your olive oil. Doesn't matter what brand you use, just olive oil. And what you do is you drizzle. You drizzle the spaghetti squash with the olive oil. Okay? Just like so. And then you flip it downward. Okay? Same with the second one. Drizzle with olive oil. And you flip it downward. Now everybody's going, why is he flipping it downward? So that all of the juices in the spaghetti squash run down into the dripping tray pan, and the squash cooks without juices. And then I'll show you what I do next. Okay guys, I want to point out something. Remember earlier when we were looking at this pan, there was a lot of juices in here. You see, if you turn it up to high heat, the juices evaporate, right? So now it's just cooking in the olive oil. Okay, so I turn the heat down to about low heat, not too low. Okay, and what I do is I cover it up with the lid and let it simmer. Okay guys, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And once it's preheated, put your squash in and cook it for 30 minutes without opening the door. After 30 minutes, I'll show you what I do next. Oven's preheated, squash is in. Let her cook. Okay guys, after 30 minutes of cooking, you just flip it over with a set of tongs. Don't touch it with your hands, it's going to be very hot. And you just sort of touch to see if it's pokeable, but it's not pokeable. Well, then you flip it back down on its bottom side and cook it for another 30 minutes. It's a slow process, but it will cook itself properly. Well, there you go guys, the mushrooms and the onions are done. You don't want them too overcooked because you're going to be cooking them in the pan with all the other ingredients. So let me show you what I'm going to do next. Okay guys, here's the pan with all the goodies in it, and I'm going to be putting in the mushrooms and the onions into this same good pan, okay? Alright. Toss that in there like so. And we're going to give it a stir once everything's in. There we are. So now give it a stir. Mix it in, all the flavors together, okay? And I'm telling you, it's gonna be such a savory flavor. It's unbelievable, guys. And I'll show you what I do next. So now you got the pan with the olive oil that you cook the onions, the garlic, and the mushrooms in. So you take and you put the chicken in. Now that you got the chicken in, the whole purpose of this is you're just browning this chicken. You're not cooking it. You're gonna brown it on both sides, and then you're gonna put it in the other pan. I'll show you when it's complete. There you go, guys. I just flipped the chicken over. It's browned on the one side, and now we're gonna wait for the other side to get browned. Okay, guys, I just pulled the squash out of the oven, and you know when it's almost cooked, if you could squeeze it like that with the tongs, because there's no way you could squeeze it like that if it wasn't cooked. Okay, so it looks like that when it's done. So I'm gonna leave it on here to cool down, so that I can do the next step to take the squash out of the shell itself, and I'll show you what I do next. Alright guys, the chicken is ready to be put in the roasting pan, so bear with me, I'll show you what I'm going to do next. You got 5 pieces of chicken, guys, okay? So what I do is I take the chicken and I make spots like this, and I place the chicken in with the vegetables, not on top, but in, so they get the juices. So I'll show you here in a minute how I'm doing it. So take the chicken like so, take it off the pan, bring it on over, all right, and set it in amongst the vegetables, all right, and then just spread the vegetables all the way around so that it bastes inside the vegetables itself. I'll show you how it's done when it's completed. And there you have it, guys. The vegetables are mixed in. The chicken is mixed in with the vegetables, okay? I know you don't see it, but it's there, believe it or not. There's 5 pieces of chicken there. And we stick it in the oven. But before we stick it in the oven, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the squash. So you take the squash, guys, and put it into like a pie plate kind of thing. All right. Now it's sort of at a temperature where you can handle it with your hands. Before, when you pulled it out of the oven, it was a little hot, but it's still a little warm. So just take your tongs and hold on to with your tongs. Grab a fork and peel out just like that. See how nice it's coming out? Peel it out onto the pie plate, okay? Like so. And see how nice it is? It's not watery. If you don't flip it over the way I showed you guys with the open end down into in the grilling pan, it's gonna come out really watery and you'll be disappointed. Right now it acts like spaghetti. Okay? So I'm gonna grab the other one and I'll show you guys once it's completed how much dish you'll have out of the one spaghetti squash. And see, guys, this is how it looks when you scrape it out. It's completely empty. All it is shell. And this is what you get out of the spaghetti squash. 1 pie plate full. So you got like 2 servings there for your eating purposes kind of thing. This is when you sample it a little bit to see if it needs a little bit more spices or anything, and you add your spices a little bit more if you need to, and then I'll show you what I do next. The chicken is on the top rack, my squash is going in on the bottom rack, okay, and I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes, 350 degrees, guys. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. There you have it, guys. Squash is done and the chicken is still cooking in the oven. I got the rice on show you the finished product once everything's done. And there you have it, guys. Finished product. That's my plate there with the spaghetti squash, drizzled with some cheese and vegetables. And Mariana's dish is the chicken salsa guacamole on a bed of rice. So there you go. If don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, guys. Thanks for watching. Bon appetit, smacznego. Take care. Bye for now.